Hey guys, I believe it's Friday, I'm not sure, but anyway, this is kind of a wrap up episode for me for 2025. I don't know, it's just, I said it all in my last video where it's just like, I am so tired of everything. Like, I don't care, and I don't care. Okay? We're never gonna find out the truth about anything. And anything small, comparatively speaking, like who murdered who, to why we're here, or even what we are as human beings. Like, we just don't know, man. Nobody knows. We all have, pieces of the truth, fibers of the cloth of why. That doesn't make sense, but whatever. It just doesn't. I'm not worried about anything. I really don't care. And quite honestly, like, my life, I'm wrapping this year up, 2025. I guess that's 2 words: fed up. I am fed up, fed up, fed up, fed up, fed up, and not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. Just like, literally, I'm fed. She's fed you, clearly. Hey, hey. Weight, right? My high was 172, and now I think I weighed myself, was it yesterday or the day before? Now I'm 158. So feeling much better. Really love being in the 150s. Adore that. And yeah, doing it by carnivore. So, relatively easy. Anyway, yeah, she's satisfied. She's satiated. She's good. She's good. I don't need to know anything else about really anything else except for soap making. Oh my God. And I'm so upset, you guys. I'm so upset. So, right, I have 16, multiply 16.9 ounces by just 1,000. I think it's a little more than that, but 1,000. So what is that? 16,000? 17,000 ounces divided by how many ever ounces are in a gallon. That's how many fucking gallons of flaxseed oil, also known as linseed oil. Thanks for not telling me. Because, when I was like, oh, flaxseed oil, like, it's a cooking oil, whatever. Awesome, good for salads. People are gonna love it. But you know what's actually better than flaxseed oil? Linseed oil. And they're the same thing. They are the same thing. Linseed oil is just much more, it's much more useful. And just to know it's both things, it just broadens what it can be used for. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna use it to make soap. And soap, right, it's made with lye. You may or may not have known, but it's made with this stuff, very caustic stuff. I know about, pouring the water into the lye, not the other way around. The goggles, the I know, thank you. But I think it's like called sodium hydroxide. So I swear to fucking God, I did my homework. I wrote shit down. I was like, okay, I need sodium hydroxide. I put in sodium hydroxide, ordered it, 4 gallons. 4 gallons. This was somewhat, what I'm about to tell you, it was flummoxed in part by the fact that my boyfriend, when he saw soap be made in his previous life, it was with a liquid. Not even though I was doing the research, and all the ladies, all the soap ladies, were using, making the powder and then putting water into it. He was like, no, I saw it made with liquid lye. And so I bought liquid lye, which apparently changed my search into potassium hydroxide, which, yes, potassium hydroxide also makes soap, but it doesn't make bar soap, hard soap. It makes liquid soap. And liquid soap is apparently a little bit harder. it's a medium level, not easy level. Bar soap is easy. It's a medium level endeavor. And I don't want to start on medium. I want to, and just in general, like liquid soap, it's just so much. Why is it less sexy than a bar of soap? What is going on there? But also because I don't want to buy the things to put it in, you know, like I'm just trying to make money, not spend money. So already though, I think that the 4 gallons of potassium hydroxide liquid, it was like $150. So I'm not even gonna get to use that stuff until, again, I master the bar soap stuff. So anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to find a good deal on sodium hydroxide. You know, it's just annoying. I'm just like, why? Like last night, that's when is when I realized I bought the wrong stuff. You know, an immense wrong amount of the wrong stuff, and I was just like, why, God, why? Like, I guess it's because you want me to make, you want me to make also liquid soap, you know, liquid detergents. I think you can even make shampoo out of it, but like, I just want to make the bar soap, man. Like, now we have 4 gallons of this highly toxic shit in our garage. It doesn't matter. Anyway, sorry, long, but fed up. She's fed up, guys. She's so fed up. Like, yeah, you know, really looking forward to tomorrow. Is today Friday? It is Friday. So probably Monday. That's when my boyfriend finds out end all, be all of his divorce from his superego ESTP cunt of an ex-wife. The biggest fucking cunt. And I got to see this cunt. Yesterday. It's weird when you... And I shouldn't talk because I'm sure I could look back at some of my exes and be like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, dude, segue. I read this... ladies, I know in my last video I said 95% of you are trash. I just want, that said, I do want to say I am actually so proud of women 2 days later, or that video was like 2 weeks ago, but at this point, you know, December 19th, 2025, ladies, I am so proud of you. I could cry. I'm so proud of women right now because this comment I read that I think encapsulates women's plight and men's frustration with women. Women now, I think this is what they're learning in this little thing. I don't know who said it, where, when, maybe hundreds of thousands of years ago, but women have regained the knowledge that is, the moment a woman feels bad for a man is the start of a bad time for her, you know? And I relate to that so bad. I relate to that so fucking bad. All right, my first boyfriend, when I was 17 years old, ISTP male. And I misspoke. In my last video, I said my ex-boyfriend, superego, was ISTP. Obviously, I meant ISTJ. But anyway, my actual first boyfriend was a ISTP male. Again, I was 17. He was 20, maybe 21. But yeah, the first interaction we had, because we worked together, was I felt bad for him. Because he was, this is so embarrassing. He was trying to microwave a pizza that was only designed to go in the oven. It was not a microwavable pizza. Is any pizza microwavable? I guess maybe the ones that make the Hot Pockets. he was also nice and interesting, and actually, you know, that's it. I do love ISTPs. I love ISTP males and females. I think they are so cool. They're so cool. Like, they're such cool people. Like, I wish I could be that cool. I told one ISTP, I was like, I wish I could be as cool as you. You are so fucking cool. And they were like, and they were so cool about it because they were like, no, you're cool, Wendy. Like, you literally have no idea how cool you are. And I was just like, man. And I just love, you know, there's many an article written about the INFJ and ISTP relationship, because they call us like the sister types or something weird. I don't know. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. Yes, women they have recovered this lost, hidden, almost forbidden knowledge that a woman in a relationship with a man she fell for out of pity is a doomed woman, okay? Is a doomed fucking woman. Drinking green tea because my tummy is upset. You guys, I can't eat anything anymore. I can't eat anything anymore. Everything makes me sick. Like, I literally, not meat, but, like, I can't even have spices. Like, I don't understand, like, why my tummy is so goddamn sensitive. It doesn't make sense. I'm really actually upset about it because I'm at the point where I'm kind of realizing, like, I might need to go lion diet, right? Which is hardcore carnivore. Until I have a fucking hard bodily reset. Like, it's not that I don't like beef. That's basically all I eat. But, like, I don't know. And maybe I won't. I don't think I'm actually going to go fucking, you know, lion diet it. I'm not going to lion diet it. But I just really have to, like, have a really plain diet where it's literally, like, 1 to 2 ingredients tops, basically. Anyway, you guys, I don't know. She's fed up. She's fed up. I'm so fed up. Like, done with this year. And I'm done with, like, I want, in so many ways, I find myself thinking I'm a fucking accelerationist, which I've heard actually people, like, there's other people, I didn't know that's what it was called, but, like, I've even told my boyfriend, I'm like, I just want shit to speed up and crash. I'm so tired of the law and order that's holding us back. Because I think, like, as a Mexican, right, as a non-white American who doesn't fucking just love rules and bukkake myself with law and order every day, I am so frustrated with the fact that there is so much, and a lot of people, you know, whites included, are very frustrated with this too, but, like, building is impossible. Starting a business is impossible because of all the fucking rules. Like, everything that is needed to make a society great, in actuality, to make people money, to give them a place to live so that their mental health and their spirit can thrive, a home, right? They're completely out of reach. They're completely out of reach. It's all illegal, right? Like, there's people on the street just trying to sell food to make a little bit of money, and people are attacking them. Sometimes it's restaurant owners, but it's like, restaurant owner, I'm sorry, why are you attacking that person? What's actually killing you is the fact that your property rates, right, your rent for whatever facility you're in, restaurant, brick and mortar, it has, like, doubled if not tripled in the last 5-10 years. Like, it's not the guy near you that's making a couple $100 to $1,000 a night. It's the fact that your rent is $35,000 for the month. That's what's really holding you down. Not this guy selling corn. Because, like, if somebody wants to go to a sit-down restaurant, they're not going to be satiated with a hot dog vendor. They're not going to be satiated with a guy selling, what else do they sell? You know, just everyone has to eat every day, multiple times a day. There's enough business to go around. I don't know. I was just, one thing I was lamenting on this today also was like, this whole concept of like not going out anymore because it's just not a financially responsible thing to do. And also like quality has gone down to the point where it's just like, you'll end up like me with a tummy ache because you ate, you know, something from a restaurant because of all the goddamn seed oils and all the pesticides and like the flour and the buns and what have you, the pasta. But it is so sad. It is so sad that it's just prohibitively expensive and also just not a good idea to go out and eat anymore. Like there's just something so human about that, and for it to be kind of stamped out of, you know, the realm of possibility in terms of things to do with one's time. It is very, very sad. It is very, very sad. So I don't know. I don't want more people to suffer, which is what will happen if and when society collapses. But at the same time, like, I'm just really looking forward to it because, you know, life will go on and it won't all be, you know, terrible death and violence. It won't be. It'll be kind of a leveling out of people's everything, right? Their expectations of other people, expectations of themselves, you know, like everyone needs to sleep more. Everybody needs to fucking sleep more. Everybody needs to work less. Everybody needs to hang out more. Everybody needs to think more, like have more time to just think and walk and explore and go to the lake, go to the river, whatever. Like, it's just, everything is going by so fast, and it's because we're doing in many ways less and less, right? It's like work, sleep, eat, work, sleep, eat. Like, and that's why time goes by so fast, because it's such a short list of things that happen in succession over and over and over on speed dial, basically. Like, because time, as you get older, right, goes by faster. I don't know. I have things that I would like to sell. You know, I'm about to be making bars of soap, and I know very soon I'm going to have hundreds of bars of soap in my possession. And luckily, soap doesn't go bad. It only gets harder and better with age, so it lasts longer. The harder soap is, the older soap is, generally the harder it is, and generally the longer it lasts, which is amazing. Just soap in general doesn't really go bad. That said, I'm making flaxseed oil, so you know, it might a little bit, because if I don't fucking do it right, it could go rancid. Oh my God, I'm so stressed out. Like, my boyfriend laughs at me, and maybe you guys are too, like the ones that out there that know that, like, a bitch doesn't have a job, a bitch doesn't have kids, a bitch doesn't even have, you know, like, I used to have Lander, right, where I would have to walk him every day for hours and hours, miles and miles every day. I don't even have that, right? I have 2 dogs, but they're farm dogs. Segue, the best farm dog, not an Anatolian, not a Great Pyrenees, no. The best farm dog is a goddamn Newfoundland. Okay, we got this Newfoundland pup. He just turned 2 this month. We got this fucking Newfoundland. I think he turns 2 like tomorrow or something. We got him just like a month or 2 ago. Tell me why this not even yet 2-year-old, but basically 2-year-old pup, who lived in, you know, suburbia his whole life. Tell me why we bring him to the farm and immediately cool with chickens, cool with cows, no, not chasing them, not bugging them, like, couldn't care less about a chicken, couldn't care less about a cow. I mean, he'll look at them, you know, the horse too, he'll look at them because they're huge, but like, no no problem, just immediately comes here and assimilates immediately. All right, like I had an Anatolian Shepherd, which I thought was the best farm dog, right? They for the 6,000 years, all they did was take care. All they were bred to do was take care of farm animals, right? Sheep mostly. But tell me why that dog, that purebred dog, still killed, I don't know, probably a handful of chickens. It took multiple beatings with a dead chicken for him to understand, oh, okay, I don't eat the chicken, right? Pyrenees too. Like, you're not going to get either one of these dogs as a pup or, you know, older and not have to beat sense into them that should be ingrained in every cell of their body. But then you bring a fucking Canadian Newfoundland dog and he's just like, all right, hey guys, see you later. Like, he's just always zooming around, being amazing. You know, his security skills are great in that, like, if he sees somebody walking in the road, he'll do a big, ooh, you know, oh, okay, who's out there? Oh, it's Carl. Hey, Carl. Come in, Chongo, right? We named him Chongo, monkey, Spanish for monkey, because he looks like a goddamn gorilla. He's so funny. But it's just, you know, I'm just putting that out into the universe. So, you know, if you got a farm, well, it's just somehow you got a farm, you inherited a farm, you bought a farm, you ended up on a farm, and they're like, we need a dog, get yourself a Newfoundland. I mean, maybe pair him up. Well, definitely pair him up with, like a smart dog. I would say they're a dumb dog, but pair him up with a older, wise farm dog, and you've got yourself a perfect duo. Because they do need friends, and they're not the most, how would you say, like, go out and get them kind of dog. They'll react to things, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm just so thankful. I'm so thankful for this dog coming into our life and just, quite honestly, impressing the shit out of me. Like, he really, he gets it. Like, he gets it. I'm actually trying to be more like him, where it's like, I just want to live in reality. I don't want to live in my head. I don't want to be neurotic anymore. Like, I don't want to be so heady, right? I just want to be down here living my best guttural life on earth, feet planted on the ground, right? Like, we need to get rid of these bracelets. I have, even if I sold them at $1 a piece, I would literally have about $5,000 in merchandise that I've made. I'm sewing stuff. And I'm gonna make soap. I'm amassing product, but I'm not, because I can get into my head and just zone out and do and make, but I need to regress into the physical world, the realm of physical, you know, commerce, and get this shit out of there. But it's just, you know, it goes back to what I was saying, where it was like, this country is so fucking difficult to sell anything, because you got to have a business license. And you know, that said, another thing is, like, if you are just a one-person show, you can get a sole proprietorship. I don't know. I think every state has it. You know, here in Washington, you know, that's an option for us. But you can get a little business license as a sole proprietor. It costs like $30 to register the name, and then you get a little EIN number, and then, yeah, you can, you know, do business. But it's still so stressful, because, like, you don't want to deal with taxes, right? Like, I've had my little EIN business name for, I don't know, 5 years now at least, and have I made one sale? No, absolutely not. Like, why would I want to grow up and pay taxes? Like, right, it's not even about paying the taxes, kind of, because I know that they can get out of control real fast, but it's the paperwork and stuff like that. I'm not into paperwork. I am a very organized person, but I'm not into numbers and recording stuff, and like, just as a girl, as a just girl, as I'm just a girl, I don't want to have anything to do with the government man, the tax man. I don't want to deal with it. Like, I don't want to deal with it. You guys need to tax other men accordingly, right? Like, I'm hearing that Bezos isn't paying shit. I'm hearing that a lot of these people, right? You had the Panama Papers like 10 years ago now, which basically uncovered that millionaires and billionaires, you know, including celebrities and stuff like that, were all, you know, putting their money in these different offshore accounts, you know, so as to not pay taxes. Like, get on their ass. Why are you getting on my ass for making less than $1,000 a month? Why do you need to take 300 of my 1,000 that I made? Like, I don't know. And even as a working person, right? Like, I made, like, I don't know, something like $30,000, but they took like 12 in taxes, and I'll get maybe a tax refund for maybe 800. Like, where's the math's not mathing on that? And I'm not happy with that. Like, I worked really hard for that 45,000. Why am I walking away at the end of the year with 36,000 or 32, whatever it is? I have no idea. Just so fed up, you guys. I'm just so fed up. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Okay? Like, I am very grateful because this year is ending with closure. Like, you know, on Monday, if not today, but probably Monday, my boyfriend is going to get an email, and it's going to tell him the exact number that he has to pay his ex-wife off with. And that's cool. That's cool. You know, we still got the house, and that's, you know, that was never really in contention, but like, it is nice to just be here. And, you know, we did save all of my money from when I worked for 8 months. Sorry I couldn't hold out for longer, but money didn't necessarily make me happier, as my boss put it. But we did save all of the money I made and put it towards, so he was able to save a ton of money. So whether we're halfway there to what we owe her, or 2/3, you know, we'll find out in the next day or so. And I'm just really, really excited for that, because it's just going to be nice to know, what do we owe? Do we owe her, you know, 80 some K, or do we owe her 40K? Do we owe her 60K? Like, what's the number, right? What's the fucking damage, right? So anyway, and just not to have to go to court, for my boyfriend to not have to go to fucking court anymore. I'm so happy for him. Like, it's been hell, you guys. It has been fucking hell watching somebody, you know. I've never loved anyone more than this man, and it's just so difficult to see, to have seen this go on and on and on, because this crack-headed, ugly cunt is just such a fucking weirdo psycho. Like, she's just so weird and psychotic. Like, weirdly psychotic. Weird, psychotic, and weirdly psychotic. Like, I don't know if that makes, it's just, you know, I think she was a lot, well, I know she was a lot prettier when my boyfriend got with her, but like, psychos and stuff like that, like mean people, evil people, like, that shit shows up. That shit shows up eventually. And people get, you know, after they hit 50, they're not able to cover it up. They're not able to charm their way out of, you know, what's the word, what's that thing, like, they're not able to use glam magic to you know, hide the facade that's underneath the mask, right? Like, or the facade in general, right? The evil under the mask. So anyway, I don't know, you guys. I'm fed up. I am fed up. I'm so fed up. But I'm very grateful. I'm very happy for where I'm at in life. Um, and it does really feel like it's the beginning. It's the beginning of the rest of my life. You know, it, again, you know, being with somebody that I love so much, and being able to actually finally start life without, you know, the burden of him having to carry, you know, this relationship that he's trying to unpack from, that he's trying to leave in the past, you know. I'm not sure if I'm making sense. It's just, so now knowing that he's, you know, she's about to, you know, figuratively, metaphorically hit the ground, and he's going to go off, you know, with me on the back of the horse, to know that we're so close, right, from that. She's basically on the ground. He just at this point has to hit the horse's rump, you know, with a little, his hand or whatever. Maybe I'll do it, so we can just get away from her. Like, I'm just, it's just so nice to, it's so nice to be able to start our life together without the weight of that cunt. Yeah, be very, very careful who you deal with. Because actually, you know, I started off this thing with, like, you know, warning women that they should never get with somebody that they initially felt sorry for. It's the same thing for men, like, because that's what happened with him. I think he said he met her while she literally had a black eye, because the guy that she had just broken up with, that had just broken up with her, right? Literally punched her in the fucking face. Like, if somebody gets punched in the face in today's day and age, it's because they fucking deserved it. I don't care if it's a fucking woman. If you see a black guy, you're looking at somebody who fucking had it coming. And they should be so lucky to have that, because there's too many people out here living life in a way where they just have no idea what they deserve, and what consequences are. And living a life where you don't know what, you know, what the concept of consequences is, that's a dangerous person. That's a dangerous place to be, because it'll make you fucking arrogant. It'll make you fucking really ballsy in terms of the further shit you try and pull on other people, right? And that's basically what happened with this lady, right? Like, although she got, you know, the consequence, because she is a psychopath, it just kind of emboldened her to do it again, but, you know, be a little bit more discreet, right? Because that guy, or maybe it was the guy before she dated, she killed his 2 dogs. Okay? He came home and his 2 dogs were dead. Hers was fine, but his 2 dogs were dead. And so he obviously kicked her out. So then I think she went to a new guy, and I don't know what she pulled with him, but he fucking punched her ass and threw her ass out. And then she met my guy. And, you know, ENFPs are very, very, very strong. They're so strong. Their ability to persevere is truly something. So, you know, they lasted a good 13 or so years. And the only thing that's good about that is that in that 13 years, she completely lost her looks. And even though she does have somebody now, another nice guy who's going to learn the hard way, I'm really hoping that he'll learn quicker than my boyfriend did. I don't know. It's all too much. I'm sorry. I've gone too far into that realm, but that's ultimately what's been on my mind is we had the court yesterday. We were supposed to have court a couple weeks ago, but court is, we'll just say, it got rescheduled until yesterday. And so waiting and waiting and then going, and then her being like, oh, you're gonna have to wait for my ruling on this. Everybody else before us got a ruling right then and there, but we had to go home and be where we're at now, where it's like we're in limbo, we're in purgatory, we're in fucking hell. But closure's coming, end of the year is coming, 2026 is coming, year of the horse is coming. And yeah, the horse is an amazing zodiac. There was some emperor, I think Japanese, I'm not sure, might have been Chinese, I don't know, but he knew that people born in the year of the horse were, detrimental to authority. So he had literally everybody born in the year of a horse, I can't remember what year it was, killed basically, because he didn't want them to uprise and, knock him out of his rule in, 15 to 20 years. So, yeah, my boyfriend's a horse year, and I'm looking forward to it for the year itself, but also because it is his year and he deserves it. He deserves to have an incredible year. Anyway, that's enough. It's 36 minutes. That's insane. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you're all well. Bye.